So the man, but the thing is that if the man is going to fight it, he's going to need excess resources. He's going to need good lawyers. It's an uphill battle. A lot of the times, the guy's already getting destroyed from the family court. He can't even fight it. So what ends up happening is the woman, most of the time, in about 90% of the cases, gets custody of the children.
Wait, but you literally said that starts at a 50-50 slate and then goes on from there, right? Like that's
depends on the statute.
Well, you're missing. Here's the thing: we don't even have to get into the family courts. At the end of the day, it's the woman's fault if she procreates with a deadbeat guy and has children with him.
Well, that's the thing.
Period.
A deadbeat chooses to be a deadbeat.
There's no argument.
The argument is that I think men are capable. I think men are capable of not being deadbeat dads.
That's not an argument. That's like your gay feeling.
Yes,
if you could get a man pregnant and he was a deadbeat, right? Or whatever.
Wait, what?
Okay, so say if the roles were reversed and you could, like, life was like you could get a man pregnant.
Okay, wait.
You would stick around with that?
What do I'm so confused. I'm not going to have children, or I'm not going to have sex with someone that I do not see. Like, okay, if I have a child, what's going to end up happening, right? I'm not.
But honey, people change. Once you get pregnant, things happen.
Yeah.
So you got pregnant, and then you realize the man you got pregnant with is a deadbeat. If you chose to keep that baby, and if you chose to have that baby, that's your fucking fault. But you could have got rid of it.
Hey, but it's also the man's responsibility.
No, it's not. It's yours. It's your body. It's your choice.
Responsible for his child?
Absolutely not.
Okay, wait. Let's be clear. You do not think a man is responsible for his child?
Absolutely not. Not if he's a dead. We're talking about.
She opens the legs. She literally opens the legs.
Absolutely not.
I just think
the deadbeat man didn't turn up deadbeat. He didn't go to sleep and wake up a deadbeat. He did deadbeat shit throughout that shit, and you decided to deal with it.
You're contradicting yourself.
What did I say that was contradicting?
Earlier you said, "Oh, men sometimes change after you're married."
I never said that.
Yes,
you crazy as fuck.
We could go back.
I never said that.
I think the biggest thing takeaway here, Pixie, is that the person who has the authority has the responsibility. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I don't completely disagree. I just think men are capable of not being deadbeats and being there for their children. And I understand it's tough sometimes, it's hard sometimes. You have the odds stacked against you at times. I completely agree with that. But I think as a man and as a father, when you have a child, it's your responsibility to try your best.
Right. Please, Martin,
wait 1 second. They should, but we don't operate on should. We operate on what is. Yes. Women at the end of the day have the authority and the responsibility.
Can I say one more thing, please? I haven't said a lot today.
Go ahead.
Can I say one more thing?
All right, Queen.
Thank you. I think what she's confusing with a struggling man with a deadbeat. Because that's what I'm hearing. You're talking about someone that has hardships. You're talking about somebody that's going through some things, et cetera, et cetera. A deadbeat is a deadbeat. That's somebody that ain't shit. Because your circumstances didn't make you not shit. You were like your upbringing brought you like that. A man going through a hard time in life, can't get a job, out here hustling, trying to make it happen. Yes, I will give that man that level of grace that needs to be displayed. But a deadbeat baby is a deadbeat, and that man did not go to sleep and wake up one day and turn into a deadbeat.
Reparations, you destroyed her.
I think if somebody's a deadbeat, you should criticize that. You should be like, yo, you had a child. Why are you not trying your best to be there with your child?
Pixie.
And now if the person says, hey, I'm trying my best, but the court system, this, and that, okay, understandable. But if you're just saying, oh no, like I'm not going to even try, then I'm sorry, you're like a shitty father.
You said to yourself that you would not get pregnant by a man like that, right? So by default, let's say, for example, you marry an alcoholic. That was your choice. He's still alcoholic no matter what.
Yeah,
So,
I'm saying we both share responsibility for fucking up our child.
No, but
like he should step up and be a better dad, just as I should step up and be a better mom.
Should.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like where should responsibility
No, you don't get the reproductive rights and equal fucking blame. Get the fuck out of here with that retard shit. And hold on.
A child is 50-50.
Here's where I destroy her. Watch me snipe her fucking female IQ.
Go.
Okay, ready? Watch me snipe her out.
Go for it.
And now you're either going to be bad faith or lose. This is game over. This is Exodia.
Okay,
ready?
stop buying time. Say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
and then
stop
you can
buying
draw
time.
your
Say
last pathetic card.
Say it.
Okay.
Stop buying time. Go.
Do you...
You triggered my trap card!
Do you, Puerto Rican lady, do you agree with Myron that 90% of the time they lose the kid in court?
90% of the time?
Yes,
I don't think
yes or no?
No.
We already established that if men
true.
actually put in a petition for custody, that they have a higher likelihood of winning. They have to do it though.
But they have to do that. What the guys are
She's
saying
using the men that are fighting, but most guys don't fight it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the courts are going to give the child to the woman, like by default.
So
the man has to take the extra steps
when
to give the kid.
When a woman is born, do they just go off of the exception every time? Like if I say men are stronger than women, they go, not all women. No, a 16-year-old boy can beat the shit out of 3 billion women on earth, line them up, he'll smoke them, right? And to make it fair, he'll identify as she when he's beating the shit out of them. But you guys, what is the point of talking to someone who goes off the exception? Like,
Zerko,
when I say, oh, black guys got big cocks, and she goes, well, I know one. That's like 1 in a fucking zillion. Why the fuck would we talk about 1 in a zillion? We're talking about studies and statistics.
We
right?
are talking about stats.
So-
You're the one who's
Stats
But,
are
getting
but
not
it's
your
important.
favor.
She made a very clear distinction. She said if the man fights, what we're saying is that in general, if you take all child custody issues, women get it 90% of the time.
Right.
Now it changes if the man actually fights.
Right.
But what we're arguing is a lot of the times the guy doesn't fight, doesn't have the resources to fight, and it's an uphill battle. Some of the times they just give up. So
The
I get-
resources is huge.
I get what you're saying. The guys that are winning, what you're referencing, is a small portion of the male population that actually has the resources, time, and lawyer fees to fight the thing. But
Right.
the reality is, the man has to fight to get his kids. The woman has to fight to lose her kids.
Right, and,
Right.
and
That's-
it is
that's
a
the
major
thing.
issue.
That's it.
But
Poor,
do you
poor
believe
men are having their kids
Mhm.
stripped from them. It's actually really sad.
Yeah, Myron.
Yeah.
But do you agree in the idea that men should try their hardest when it comes to their children? I just want to know.
Look, see,
I know we're not operating like, oh, reality is different, but
Yeah.
do you think men should try
they
their
should.
hardest?
They should.
Okay.
And from a moral standpoint. However, women have to be aware of reality and know that this guy can step out at any time. So let me make sure I get a wedding band. This guy's taking me serious. He's a good guy, comes from a good family. He has some moral duty, obligation, and I'm not fucking a deadbeat as she was trying to describe to you. So it's on the woman because the woman has all the authority. The problem is that women love to have authority, but they don't want the responsibility that comes in tandem with it.
But
She's
don't
gonna
you
keep
Or
think
the
going.
what it is-
accountability
It's
that
just-
comes with
if
it.
you agree,
Does
if
she
you
ever
agree
stop?
that men should have a responsibility towards their children,
They should.
then you agree that they shouldn't
But I
be
operate what
deadbeats.
is. They
Yeah,
should
but
not.
I'm
But
just.
they will be.
They will be, but they shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
Okay,
But there
we
shouldn't
agree
be world
then.
hunger, but it's here.
Halo, what do you
Okay.
have to say?
I
I
just
have a lot to say because I thought we were friends, but then I disagree with the shit you were saying
okay to
because
disagree with
I
me.
felt like, damn, like y'all act like people can't change overnight. People can change overnight.
That's not real change overnight. People do not change overnight,
People
actually.
do change overnight. One day I want to play, one day I want to be faithful. Like,
No.
People do change
One day you were
overnight.
straight. No, but she's saying
Exactly.
ultimately the guy was who he was from the very beginning. What you saw was a facade, so you fell for
So
it.
that's my fault. That I
Yes,
fell for
yes,
it.
you fell
Yes.
for it.
Take better.
Damn.